Welcome to Action Economy.
Woo!
What?
Yeah.
Ignore him.
So yeah, last
Just
time...
some guy who stumbled in.
Last time, Strahd impersonated Strahd and told a bunch of witches to go away. And
local amnesiac remembers that he's actually somebody really important.
yeah. So yeah, you are now the proud new owners and of a windmill, an old broken down windmill filled with the bones of children.
All right, guys, time to forget the main story.
Yeah.
Build the business.
Pastry time.
Okay, are we actually going to clean this entire place up within a 90s montage?
I would say we already did. I wipe my brow. Oh god, I shouldn't have used that grease spell.
No, actually, given with the amount of magic that you guys have, it would not take too awful long to clean the place up
sweeping
quite a
and
bit.
using mage hand to clean other stuff.
Well, yeah, there's that prestidigitation. There's but yeah, so
I need to regain my spell slots.
yeah, you can take an 8-hour rest easy
Nice.
with this situation, and
So we actually just fucking repair this windmill and clean it up and get all the children bones out of there.
bury them properly.
Yeah.
We
should probably do that.
Do you bury them properly, or do you make a component skeleton, like a giant super child skeleton to reanimate?
So, I'm gonna look for some things, though.
Specific things?
Yeah, things that I wrote down for my,
Okay. Before we get to that, while you guys are cleaning, there are some things you find. There is a cabinet full of wooden bowls full of herbs and baking ingredients, including flour, sugar, and several gourds of powdered bone.
I'll take some of that.
Hanging on the inside of the cabinet doors are a dozen locks of hair. Amid various concoctions are 3 small labeled containers that hold elixirs. One is labeled youth, the second is labeled laughter, and the third is labeled mother's milk. It's a greenish, milky liquid.
I don't think I trust any of these.
Gross. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. Don't touch anything in this place. It'll turn you into a frog.
I was going to bury the powdered bone in the hair.
Don't touch it. Systematically, as we clean, I'm going to
Identify anything.
yes, anything and everything.
So this is what you do find: is that the barrel?
Don't touch that thimble.
The liquid inside is demon ichor. It's demon blood.
Oh, I could use some of this.
However, it is in such a way it's as a font for scrying. So if you knew the spell's scry, you could potentially use it to as a.
If you touch it, do you melt?
Like
No,
in Darkest Dungeon.
I don't believe so. But you figure out that the conjuration, the barrel itself, if you knock 3 times on it, that's the command word, essentially, to summon a dretch. A small little demon thing.
Don't.
But as a
You do not say that to anyone. Yeah, the demon will crawl out of the barrel and will obey your commands for an hour, after which it'll dissolve into a pool of the blood.
we can make
uses
these guys like fucking Meeseeks to help with the
It
cleanup.
uses up the ichor in the barrel, and you can do it 9 times before there's no more.
Okay.
Mr. Meeseeks to help us.
Nope.
A dretch
Nope.
is a little like demon dog thing with like a weird nose that is always gives off a 10-foot radius of disgusting green gas.
Nice.
It spreads around corners, and its area is lightly obscured. Yeah, they smell terrible. Yeah, they're all unhappy.
Hey Tom, while
Yes.
we're cleaning up our new living space, you said before when we entered there were chickens and
There are
toast?
3 chickens in a chicken
shit.
coop, a rooster. They have eggs.
Nice.
And there is a wooden trunk with tiny holes bored in the lid.
Well, that's our filling. We'll make breakfast pastries.
And it contains 100 croaking toads.
So can you turn into a chicken and then lay eggs for us to give us infinite food?
I don't think that's how that works.
I have actually an idea. After we like clean this place up and make it presentable and bury the children, we
by the
should.
way-
Send their souls to rest.
When we go into town, we should just find some fucking poor assholes that are like beggars or something, and then have them just go farm at the windmill and make us like some foods. Like literally, we could just give like a poor beggar family a very good life there.
Yeah, probably. But I need to use the windmill part of it.
That's
Well-
fine.
There are a couple other things you find as you go along. Notably, as you go up, there are 4 floors to this. The first floor is obviously the kitchen, the ground floor. On the second floor, you have the bone mill. On the third floor, there's a thick wooden gear shaft in the center of a cramped circular room. And there's a wooden closet that's open, with 3 crates stacked on top of each other with small doors set into them. Next to the closet is a heap of discarded clothing. And then a ladder climbs to a wooden trapdoor and a 9-foot high ceiling. There's a moldy bed with a tattered canopy nearby.
Smells like home.
As you start looking through stuff, there's 2 children in the crates. When you let them out, they talked to you. There's a boy who's 7 years old named Freak, and and a girl named Myrtle who is barely 5. The crates are full of crumbs because the hags were fattening them up.
Okay.
And
I mean, at least it doesn't seem that they were like
Starved?
too poorly treated.
after talking to them for a little bit,
other than being
They're great.
About to.
they don't want to go home because their parents traded them for dream pastries.
So that's okay. We will soon have a nice family working this a bit, and you can live
You
here.
didn't do this.
Travis, like, whoa.
So there's 6 pieces of cheap jewelry stuffed in the moldy straw mattress of the bed, because it is not something you will ever sleep on. So you start pulling it apart, getting rid of it.
I kind of assumed with the name like Freak that the kid didn't have a good family life. So.
Yeah.
Can I look over these children medically?
Sure. Make a medicine check.
That's an 18.
They seem to be healthy.
I'll give them some things that glow in the dark,
Okay.
so they can play with that for a while.
You give them like the star stickers to put in their room.
Well, it's like, here's a
glow stick.
here's a bangle that turns into a light bulb. Go knock yourself out, kid.
While we're
Please don't literally.
Pretend you're a wizard or something.
So, Lucas, you're the one who goes up to the top because you're checking
Yes.
everything for magic.
Yes.
The top room is where all the gear shafts are and all the machinery for the windmill turning and driving the
Dibs.
shaft. It's a pretty decent sized space. This is the minaret, the bulging, onion-shaped room. But it's kind of messy in here.
They do not have much space. I feel shares this room with you.
Okay.
But there
I don't know if
is-
you'll want to, but okay.
there is a crate in the room, and when you check it, there is a. Let's see here.
Do you know Low Death? It's a cantrip.
Oh, no. I mean, do you?
No. I do not want to dig Ozo's graves by myself. I was hoping we could use magic as a shortcut.
You got a dog.
Dog, please go dig.
That's literally what I was gonna say. Like, well, like you guys are doing all the heavy cleaning, smashing is actually gonna be probably like pull Lucian out and be like, "Hey, you're gonna help me make sure I take things appropriately."
Very well.
You two go outside and lay children to rest.
Take the other kids with you.
No, that's bad.
It's educational.
Viva will fix up.
Teach them the meaning of life.
Yeah.
The value of life.
You'll end up here one day.
We are going to fix up the wind.
So,
It's like, yeah, I heard that before.
you open the chest, and it was just like a wooden like thing. It didn't look like it was anything special, but you opened it up, and inside is a bunch of gold, platinum, and silver, and gemstones. It looks to be about 3,000 or so worth of coins, and then
3,000 gold, or just
it's about 3,000 gold total, all things counted. And about 450 gold worth of gemstones. But on top of the rest of it, on top of all that, there's a scroll, a small bag of dust of some kind, and a single rod with a button on one end.
Let's go kill Strahd with an immovable rod.
1 second.
Lucas, come here.
Let's get it up. Let's have someone make a movable rod, but it's made out of silver. Oh.
The immovable silver rod.
I took some glue and I glued some of those silver caltrops onto my immovable rod.
Oh.
How are we gonna split up the gold?
Well, none of you know that the gold exists
Yeah.
at the
Hold
moment.
on.
I'm out taking grades, and he's supervising.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
I'm Lucas's super friend. We could split it 1,500, 1,500.
We'll get to it in a minute. Okay,
Those super friends.
So, what were the other items that you said that were in there? There's the immovable rod-like thing.
There's what looks to be an immovable rod. We'll say you figured out what they are. You're identifying stuff. There's a
I
bag.
would kind of assume you would know about this personally anyway.
Yeah, there's a bag of dust of disappearance.
No, Lucas.
And finally, there is a spell scroll of the spell Bestow Curse.
Only it was the scroll of things.
What level is that scroll?
1 second. It is. It's a 3rd level spell.
Jeez.
Bestow Curse. I don't believe it's on your spell list as a artificer. It's bard, cleric, wizard, and then 2 types of paladin. Oath of Breaker and Oath of Conquest.
Man, one of these
Paladins.
fucking campaigns, I gotta be a bard.
No, please.
I'll bring a real ukulele I get from the dollar store. That's out of tune. Except I'll put my phone in it, and I'll play YouTube videos.
And the last one was that powder. What was the powder again?
Dust of Disappearance.
I could use that.
What's more terrifying, a dire wolf that just proves that his smoke and disappears, or a person who gets stabbed so related with magic?
I imagine that I'd have it because you can't fucking poof yourself as a wolf.
Sure.
And I'd sprinkle it on you like I'm Gordon Ramsay.
So you're like
seasoning a steak.
Peter Pan who grabs like Tinkerbell. She's like knocks the pissy dust off me.
Yeah.
Here you go. Fly.
Oh, that flies at you.
Alright, so, yeah, the next thing about this is that you have all leveled up.
Yay!
Yay!
Whoa!
We're all level
That
4.
montage leveled us up, guys.
It's totally the montage.
Take on me playing in the background.
So yeah, you take your rest, You've learned what you can from the situation and your little bit of combat, and you sort of get things kind of moved up pretty quick. Are there any specific things you want to do while you're here, and or what are your next plans? What do you want to do next?
I want to start setting up like a workshop area so I can start making that steel defender here.
Okay.
And I want to use...
Actually utilize the windmill's milling.
That's exactly what I wanted.
To construct machinery.
Yeah.
You know how to turn wind power into mechanical energy for other purposes.
So that's exactly what I'm doing.
So best place to do that would probably be either the very top or in the grindstone room.
Well, the very top is what I called. So I called dibs in the very top. We'll get to the money in a bit. The only other thing that I want to do is start looking to see if there are any dead animals or anything nearby.
There are.
Okay. Anything large? Anything wolf size? Medium or larger that's dead?
Okay, medium or large that's dead. Go make a survival check.
Oh god. Hold on.
How do we roll health again?
Yeah.
Roll twice.
Roll twice, take the better of the two.
I'm gonna roll my health real quick again.
Roll twice, take the better of the two, even if it's below average or average. Okay. There's so many different ways to do this.
Yeah, it's just what you roll. Is it plus your constitution, or not? Is that just from your roll plus constitution, or you're just adding your rolls? I forget.
For
Health
plus constitution.
Okay.
I have to tell you right now, I love the beat tough. Because I just rolled a 7 with my constitution plus the tough beat. I got 10 HP. So I have 40 HP now. It's disgusting. When I kicked it, stats, issues.
Don't worry, I'll get to the survival check in a bit here.
Tom, Sebastian would like to check out those stones with the ring flying around.
Okay.
Are they actually still flying around, or are they gone?
Give me one moment. They are still flying around there. I'm going to check something else real quick.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it right away. I would like someone to go with Sebastian. Either Lucian or Lucas or either here.
Let's see here.
Strength is up to 18.
So what you're saying is you can bench press a bit.
Guys, we could go to the next town, and if they have actual shops there,
That's what I was thinking.
I can get armor.
We could also
Armor that's
try
not
and get silver.
possessed and trying to murder you in your sleep.
Yeah. That's only if the wizard can do it, so. Or if the armor gets tired of me.
It just gives them one life. It's like a thug. I can't.
I now have 36 HP.
Excellent. So, the megaliths. Sebastian,
Yes.
you're heading down to the megaliths now to take a look at them, right?
Yep. I let
And
the group know I'm leaving now.
who is anyone going with?
I will head down there to look for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with so you don't fucking die.
Please.
And I'll just have my sword at my side as I usually do.
18 on the survival.
Okay, excellent. You do find anything in particular you're looking for? Like a wolf or a deer or
I don't know.
a boar, a bear.
I'll get back to you.
Okay.
You know, we've been stabbing things quite a lot recently. I feel like I could stab things even harder now.
What a weird thing to say.
So the megaliths, each moss-covered stone bears a crude carving of a city, each which seems to be associated with a different season. There's a city of winter covered in snow. There's a city of spring arrayed in flowers. There's a city of summer with a sunburst overhead, and a city of autumn covered in leaves.
I like that one.
Let's see. Make a history check.
And there crows still around?
Yes, well, ravens.
No
One's at the
ravens.
top of the stone that depicts the city of autumn, and it's pecking at something.
Hello, ravens. How are you?
They don't seem to respond at the moment. Yeah, one of them is pecking at something at the top of the stone. There's a pile of something in the center of the circle, like little things.
That's a 10 for my history.
Okay. You don't know anything specific about these, but you do. Yeah, you get a feel like this is very ancient. It's very old. So, they're like older than you would expect, even from the idea of Ravenloft. This is probably from like
Before Ravenloft got pulled in for that.
way before that, ancient times before that. So as you're looking around, the small pile of things at the center of the ground, on the circle is on the ground, in the center of the stone circle, is a small pile of children's teeth. Yeah.
Gross.
Yes, that's one. To Rainier, Sebastian, will say, these, I don't know much about these stones except for the fact they're old. Very, very old.
Everybody here in this country is so edgy.
I know what you mean, but I can't help but laugh.
Sebastian will also take a closer look at the teeth and see if there's anything else there besides just teeth.
There's nothing else there, but it just looks like your guess the hags probably put them there for some reason or another. You could make a religion check if you want to see possibly if you can figure out what this might be.
Sure. I feel like Sebastian's super really good. No, you think okay. That's another 10. Never mind.
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it could be placed as some sort of offering to someone or something like that, but you don't know who it could be. You don't know enough about Barovia or hag religions or anything like that. So, as you look around, Lucas, are you looking around for any details and stuff like that?
Yeah. I'm
Make
just
an
kind of surveying
investigation
the
check.
area. Investigation. I'm good at that, he says. Oh! 24.
24? Alright, so first off, you find out that at the top of the one of the rocks, there's a raven pecking at a dream pastry that's up there.
Okay.
And you find a more recent on the back of the what is it? I think it's the city of Summer. On the back of the stone is carved a small, well, not carved, but like drawn, kind of scraped and colored with stone scraping. A small map that seems to show, from what you saw of the map, it does match up with maps you've seen. You think it's of Vallaki, and there is a large, some sort of monolith drawn and marked on the map across the lake on the other side.
Call everyone else over. This.
System.
Drawn into the what's it called? drawn onto the what's it called? The monolith drawing inside of it. There's a stylized letter G.
God.
I can't remember anybody at the moment, but I know there's got to be people that have. Well, let me check my inventory real quick. Wow. Okay. Hold on. How long would it take me? 6 seconds to describe what I'm seeing?
You could do it in 6 seconds.
Or okay, I guess actually. So what I'm asking is, can I use magical tinkering to make something to copy this?
Oh yeah, easy.
Okay. I would like to do that then. So I have a copy of it. I don't have blank scrolls or anything or charcoal on me.
Understandable.
Probably make some charcoal, but
I suppose the question has to be asked. Yes, we're going into Vallaki. The plan is going to Vallaki next, but what are the children that we saved? It'd be not. I would feel not right leaving them here by themselves.
Talking to them a little bit, obviously they're from the town of Barovia, where you were at before. So
It's got a watermark.
no, they
It's called the brand.
but they obviously don't want to go back to their families because of what happened. So Vallaki would probably be one of the better places to go. You're guessing?
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think that. I feel like the best place to leave them is here. We have food here for them.
A 7-year-old and a 5-year-old.
That's true. That's
Low.
pretty low numbers.
In Barovia.
Okay. We should. Okay, new plan. We take them with us. We get like a family that's good people, and we let them stay on that farm. I feel like they might appreciate that.
Vallaki is like a large town, so it's not
Yeah.
like
We could probably find someone there, and then be like, well, you can stay on our farm. You're not really using it except for like cool science upstairs. But like,
You just hear mad cackling.
watch out for these kids too.
okay, I'm gonna go simple with them. I'm gonna find a dire wolf.
okay. It takes some searching, but you do find a dead direwolf.
After I find it, I completely lose interest in whatever the hell we're doing here, and I'm like, all right, somebody help me drag this thing back to the windmill.
Come along, children.
What killed it? How bad is the body?
Not super bad. It looks like it got into a fight with something.
Okay.
And that it got injured. Probably killed whatever it was, but it got too injured in the process and bled out and died.
Okay. We're gonna have to remove all the organs. So we'll start pulling it back towards the windmill.
Okay.
Sebastian will help, but he's kind of be like, I don't want to witness where you're.
I'm sorry. I apologize if this makes you uncomfortable.
Slightly, yes, because I've just recently started transforming into this kind of creature.
I would never do this to you unless you asked.
Will you donate your body to science after you die?
Specifically, my science.
Can I get back to you on that?
Sure. I just need you to sign here and sign
Just
here.
don't die.
You get a cool little heart with a D in it on your license.
I go full Frankenstein here.
Okay.
There's a slab. The wolf's on the slab. I've got like clockwork gears are just kind of getting shoved into this thing. It's got a tank with some sort of a mixture of like alchemical. I'm spending the next however long we're here
I'm
working on
smart
this.
as well. I will assist.
All right.
Just
Just as of note, you step up and you're like, you don't understand a thing that's going on.
I don't expect to understand any of the artificer stuff, but if he goes,
Not only is it
Hey.
artificer stuff, but it's alchemist artificer
Yeah.
stuff. So
But
I'm dealing with like chemicals and stuff like that.
but if he's like, hand me the serotonin, I'll be like, here you go.
Ah, yeah.
This is what keeps the good Strahd good.
So yeah, I'm going to either hope for a storm or wait for strong winds to get the windmill spinning.
Okay.
I'll use the grease spell to grease up the gears so it spins better.
Make a tinkering check. That'll be proficiency and intelligence.
Can you make it an advantage because I'm helping?
Sure.
I got you advantage.
Hell yeah.
Can I cast Chromatic Orb? Will that help?
Does it stay? Does it stay or okay, so tinkering check that's not a skill.
No, it's not going to be something that's in there. You're going to have to figure it out.
Okay.
It's essentially an intelligence check plus your proficiency.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna use a lucky on that.
okay.
It's all coming back. I'm gonna use another lucky because it's by day.
Okay.
Okay, so just to let everyone know, the highest I have been able to roll with advantage and with using 2 lucky has been 9.
Why are you rolling dice again?
I don't because it doesn't matter whether I roll dice or not. I have 1 more lucky to use.
Well, why not?
I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it.
That's 20.
Okay.
Hold on,
So-
that's that total. That'd be 26.
Okay.
And
So-
I used literally every possible roll I could have gotten.
You have renovated this machinery.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it was for. Okay.
So, over the course of
Thanks for the extra roll.
You're welcome.
the rest of the day,
Here's the serotonin.
Then, oh god, please.
over the course of the day, you start just straight up replacing the wood with
If the kids went in on this, they can get in on this. It might be a little gross, but I mean, hey, they'll learn something.
so you're doing things that like are super complicated. You're replacing the wooden gears with you're like grinding out and making
Copper wire and stuff
Yeah,
like that. I'm using the hilt of the floating sword to like hold lights for me and stuff
you
like that.
convert the oven into a forge.
Oh.
And I also have right tools for the job. So
Yes, you do.
if you give me a bonus action, I can turn my thieves or tinkerer's tools into any tools.
So you just start Iron Manning, like, you know, with whatever you can. You're like,
As you do as an artificer.
you set up a small generator.
Legitimately, partway through, I ask you, I can give you those silver teeth if you want them.
So yeah,
You should.
you set this up to the point where you could generate quite a bit of
Unlimited power!
and the windmill is moving way faster than it was.
It's like grease.
You've used
Takes off.
You've used grease to this stuff. You've also improved the design of the arms on it, so it's catching a lot more wind. So you could do whatever you need to here.
Oh no.
No, yeah, I legit go full Frankenstein, and I bring this wolf to life.
Okay, so yeah,
So there's a clockwork Basically,
Throw the switch.
think Rex from New Vegas, but it's a dire wolf, and all the robotic bits are all clockwork and like vats of green goo and black ichor
So
and such.
you are very successful in your creation of this thing.
It's alive! Well, sort of. It's kind of alive.
It's all alive.
But what do I name him? Anybody got a suggestion for the name?
Spooky boy.
What did you say?
I said chunk.
Chonk?
Oh, the lever
What?
chunk.
Is
Kronk.
no, I.
No, I know it's Kronk,
Yeah.
but that's
Is
copyright.
that what dogs are called? Is that the dog name from where you're from?
I don't know. Chunk that's the first thing that popped into my head.
Well, what about our direwolf? What do you think? What should his name be?
This.
You had too much part
what?
already.
I know.
It's a zombie clockwork direwolf.
Okay.
And he's mine. He's my best friend forever.
Here's the
And if
question.
anything were to happen to him, I would kill all of you and then myself.
Would you want to use, is this a zombie style construct undead, or is it a Strahd zombie construct undead?
Well, I mean, I've got the book,
There you go.
and let's be real here. If I did it, it already is a Strahd version.
Do you want to meld anything with it, with the,
Oh God! Oh, I didn't think about that.
because you could actually do that. Up to 2 other creatures.
Goes out. I need to find.
All right. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
He's having an inner conflict.
I'll see what I can come up with.
Alright, so,
I also need to find a name.
I mean, he has.
I think if you
beard,
combined
right?
another animal with it, the name would come from that somehow.
Maybe.
turtle.
Am I not turtle enough for the turtle club?
Turtle recall. I'm recalling him from the dead.
Total recall.
And you thought this was a new campaign. Foolish.
Have very established in Strahd before this, so.
That's true.
It's true.
What was...
So you planted the seeds early.
Yeah, as of note, it's creatures, not beasts. So it could be any creature.
Oh God! Jesus Christ!
It could even be one of us.
Babies.
No. I mean, you did take a chicken. See what you do with that.
Well, I'm thinking the idea of a dire wolf with like bear arms and stuff like that sounds pretty badass. What else is there? I'm trying to think of what would be indigenous. Where's that owl at?
At the top. Wick is gonna sit at the very top of the
Man, bear,
windmill,
pig.
and he will alert me if anybody's coming.
Half the power.
We have technology.
We have technology.
Here's the thing. So the Steel Defender can be built to a maximum of a medium-sized creature, which means it can be a total of just under 8 feet tall, which puts it in direwolf and bear territory.
It's free real estate.
So what else could I throw into this buddy?
Just throw a
Creature.
I mean, you could make it even more ridiculous if you would beat somehow, but at the same time,
I was thinking about that. Another thought crossed my mind of like we still have like, well, not anymore actually because she turned to dust. But I was thinking maybe Hag.
I mean, we do always try to find stuff around, to look around for.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any cave,
We'll do a field trip with the kids. Hey kids, help me look for a dead creature.
Well, it doesn't have to be dead yet.
True.
Close to dying would be prepared, actually.
Fresh.
The fresher, the better.
That's right.
Actually, not really, because I gotta gut it to fit all the cogs and whatnot. But the meat is stronger.
Alright. Very big game. I got nothing else for that.
Hey, Tom. If I knock on the barrel 3 times, does that count as a creature?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Do you want to dredge, though?
No. But that does count, and that does make me think I could try and summon a demon.
It's like that shirt that summon a demon.
It's like I'll summon a demon onto my slab, and as soon as he's there, I'll just go, I gotcha! And I'll hit the switch.
Just wrestle it around.
You're my dog bear now.
My dog bear now.
The demon's just like, what?
A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
This is.
I mean, it dies in an hour.
Is it?
I guess.
It's like
Okay,
a me
Stitch.
seeks for real, though. It wants
Would
to
you like me to
die.
find some more animal bodies and stuff like that?
Well, no. Well, we're limiting ourselves here. The book says creatures.
Again, would you like me to find anything that fits the description of the ability you're looking for?
All of a sudden, some robber comes and use them.
No. They robbed their raw house.
Can I look for inspiration or something? Like I don't
Just the other shots, like
Sure.
the picture.
I don't
Be
know.
like, hey, Rainier, did you get any books on wildlife?
What's a cool creature?
Well, there's goats nearby in the mountains and stuff like that.
I could make a chimera wolf.
Goat farm.
Goats are pretty creepy.
What?
I like how you're leaning in, like the Strahd. That's pretty creepy. That'd be pretty good. It's like coming through now.
Well, I am Strahd, so
Mm-hmm.
You have to get it from somewhere.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
yeah, this is probably the most Strahd-like that I've acted. Has been like, creating an unholy beast.
So there's ravens, direwolves, wolves.
Any monsters? Trolls?
There's like monstrous plant things. There's ghosts. There's bats.
Ghosts.
There's, if you go out, there's scarecrow construct things. There's zombies. There's will-o'-the-wisps. There's blights. Those like twig blights and vine blights and stuff out there.
The ones that killed one of our characters.
Yeah.
Shush.
Any Kenku?
No.
Are you sick? You dying of a disease? Can I borrow your body for science?
Alright, children, just sign here.
There's graves all over.
Okay.
If you really want to go full for it.
I will have, made a little graveyard.
Okay. I have a
There's
feeling.
a bunch of children's bones.
I thought
You
about
guys
that.
just
But I'm not evil. They deserve to rest. Okay.
It's not that happy.
Okay. I will. You know what? I will try and find the biggest, or I guess I could use multiple, like ravens, any dead ravens that I can find.
Okay.
And I'll integrate those into it. It's not gonna have wings, but so cyborg, steampunk, horror, cyborg, feathery, bear, direwolf, Cerberus.
Hey
That's
guys,
awesome.
I want 3 heads on this thing.
hey guys, what are we playing again?
Shut your damn mouth. Mouth. That's what we're playing.
Shut your damn mouth.
Shut up, Mickey.
That was 2 characters ago.
So yeah.
All right.
I was gonna joke about the fact that you have 2 children available. No.
What do the kids want to name them?
Bots.
Oh, I went away from
Toby. The dire wolf.
Just like walk around and find a dead carcass of a black guy. Damn, I can add that.
Well, that'll be my next project. I'll
With
have an
3
army.
heads.
Starts making a Hydra.
Franz is a name they suggest.
Okay, Franz. All right.
Hans,
Hans.
Ivan,
Hi, friends. It's friends.
Walter.
Walter. Okay, Walter. Yeah.
Dusty, we need to cook.
Wait, what was the name of the guy, your servant in our last campaign? Bernie.
Bernie
Bernie
Sandler.
Sandler.
Bernie Sandler. You could name him Mercutio.
Never.
Mercutio too.
Todd.
Todd.
Sweetie Todd.
Toddward.
Todd is kind of growing on me a little bit.
Thing.
I cast Todd the Dead.
My mind just turned. There's a Tard's
Todd. No.
See, he made things, but he's not a savage.
Let's move on. I'll come up
So,
with a
yeah.
name here.
I assume you guys are going to head out to start journeying towards Vallaki.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
He doesn't even need a leash.
So, are you taking the road or are you going through the forest?
It would take a few hours by road, would it? Or would it
It'd take a long time by road. You got to go around the forest. The forest is more dangerous, but you get through a lot faster.
Well, definitely you all want. Aren't we bringing the children with us?
Yes.
That's a good point.
I feel like you should take the road.
Probably.
Do the children want to ride on the back of the Cerberus dog? Mind the gears.
Sure.
Would you say mind the what?
Mind the gears.
Oh.
Behind the geese.
I thought
Mind the geese.
that's what I thought he said, or that, or
You got like a bunch of geese heads sticking out of the top.
Oh, come on, we're not making something evil.
Also, there's a chicken in there somewhere. It's like
And lays an egg. How does that even work?
I'm gonna call him Atlas.
The gears bring the egg
what?
down.
Atlas
Atlas. Okay. Nice.
holds the world on his shoulders.
If this is another robot companion, yeah, it will.
Gosh, watch it like one shot everything we come across again, because that hasn't happened before.
All right. So, taking the road.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Okay. So, it's not all that long of a journey, but it is a few hours. A couple hours. I didn't figure it out exactly. But, yeah, you head down the road towards Vallaki. And kind of wind your way down into the valley by the river. And sorry, the lake. And so... Alright, so... We'll see. Kind of person here. Hey, nothing. It's uneventful. You go and you just wind your way down to the town. And so, you soon come to the town of Vallaki. So, Old Svalish Road meanders into a valley that's watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen wooden mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt roads end at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road on the outside of the gates are half a dozen pikes with wolf heads impaled on them. Oops.
That's where I got the extra ones.
No, I do not like that.
I like you less.
Well, you're not a wolf right now.
What?
Huh?
Wait, Do you think I said I like this or do not like this? Yeah.
Don't like this.
I do not like this at all.
Yeah, I said I do not like this either.
That, yeah.
He was agreeing with you.
I agree.
Oh, I thought you said you like me less.
No.
I was like, why are you attacking me?
Verbal abuse, man. Yeah.
Oh well.
So yeah, you come to the east gate of Vallaki, and they both got pikes, and they're the guards are like, "What are you doing here? Who are you?
Oh,
State your business."
we are the new owners of the windmill. These are kids we found. We were going to find perhaps a family or something to watch over them.
Who are you?
I am Rainier, the new owner of the windmill. And then I just gesture towards my companions so they can introduce themselves. I'm not their mother.
Oh,
Lucian Alzerius, vampire hunter. Or monster hunter in general, but...
Sebastian Bowman.
Lucas Godfrey,
He looks at the wolf.
creator of this majestic beast.
Well, that doesn't seem safe, but I
It's perfectly safe. Look at how it handles the children.
He's so polite looking.
Well, yes, there's children riding on it. That should be good. We should show that to Valinsky. He'll make a toy or something. And he's like, "Open the gates!" So they open the gates, and as you come in, he's like, "But we're keeping our eyes on you."
That's okay. That's a good spot to drink.
Oh, you want to go to the Blue Water Inn. It's the best place in town.
Real quick, 26 HP. That's what Atlas has.
Okay.
How do we divide up the money?
Do you just want to do it equally?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it equally.
I will do it. I have a calculator.
Well, we just like have a big system.
Are we saving some for Esme? Or?
So, as
I guess we'll just split it up between the four of us and leave it at that.
Let's just put it
she's
into a communal
going on
bank.
her own adventures while you guys are.
So
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
have a bit like a bank.
So,
750.
Okay, never
750
mind.
Cool.
750. And 800 gold now.
Nice. You were just walking in, and Lucas is like, "Oh yeah, I found this money, by the way."
Yeah.
as you go into the town, it's kind of a little odd. It's pretty upbeat and happy here to an extent.
Before we
That is odd.
actually go into the town, I'm gonna ask the guard: is there a general store?
There are a few. You could head to the stockyard. The Blue Water Inn probably is a good place to ask about more specifics for specific things. If you're looking for a coffin, there's the coffin maker shop. Blinsky makes toys. And Town Square has a trade there that you can buy and sell various things.
This sounds better than the ripoff in Barovia.
We're in Barovia.
I mean,
No, the town of Burr.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Oh, yeah.
it's very weird here.
The scroll was a scroll of, I forgot.
Bestow Curse.
Bestow curse.
So yeah.
Kind of curse. General all-around curse.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. Maybe you'll get a drink later.
So he does say that the nearest place is Arisek Stockyard, is a shop. They have all sorts of stuff, all sorts of adventuring gear and various things.
I'll be back.
Let us go there.
So you head towards the stockyard. You get there. This large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads Arisek Stockyard. As you walk in, it's kind of interesting, but you do notice at the south end of the stockyard there is a sturdy carnival wagon. Its colorful paint's peeling off. Faded lettering on its side spells out the words Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door.
Here's the thing about that. Is this bad, evil, eat the children carnival, or is this fun carnival? I feel like it is the first one.
Do you want to go take a look at the carnival? With the wagon?
I kind of do, yes.
Okay, as you get close to it, all of a sudden the wagon lurches as though something big has thrown itself against the inside wall. You hear a little bit of cracking wood and scraping of metal and the snarl of something inhuman. On closer inspection, you can see that the sides of the wagon are spattered with dry blood. And there's an inscription on the wagon's doorframe that reads, I bring you from shadow into light.
Is there an owner to this around?
Not nearby.
Well, let's not fuck with that.
Yeah.
At least yet.
I'm going to make my way over to
The stockyard.
Blinsky.
Wait, we're going to Blinsky right now?
I'm going. I don't know about you. I want to show him my big dog. I want to show everybody
the
my big dog.
merchandise?
Okay.
Got a merchandise, man. Mascot for the bakery that apparently we were going to run.
Okay.
For the, what was our group name? Something Seekers?
Oh,
Miss
yeah, the
Seekers?
Lost
Seekers.
Lost Seekers.
Lost Seekers.
They should have
Bakery.
told them that at the gate. Anyway,
Damn, what a missed opportunity.
Yeah. But we're all not here, so...
we need a marketing
They
specialist.
would have just said who anyway.
Yeah.
So,
And then Wick goes, who?
I guess we are gonna go to the stockyard later.
I suppose it's after the adventures is when you get the name,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
We go. We go to Blinsky's.
So you're not going to go into the stockyard and actually go to the shop stuff? Or you just-
I guess.
They can do whatever the hell they want. I was going to go over to
check it
Blinsky's
out.
because I was interested.
There's other places to trade as well, so it might be worth it to explore around instead of
Well, we could come back to the stockyard.
yeah. So you're going to head to Blinsky's.
I'm going to knock on the door. I'm going to ask, are dogs allowed in?
You're like, oh, that's no dog I've ever seen before.
You're damn right.
It's my own creation.
Are dogs allowed in? No. What about bears? No. Ravens?
Definitely not.
Cerberuses?
Samurai?
So you go
Subaru?
past a couple things on the way in. You see the coffin maker's shop as you start heading.
What's the quality of build?
Seems pretty good.
Okay. And they're coffins, not caskets?
Yes.
Okay.
And other thing you see is
I would walk past and see
you end up in the
Undertaker
town square, and there is a
getting
couple.
ready for his next opponent.
So you head into the town square, and it's a little odd.
I've got my hood up.
So the shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers.
All right.
At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, locked in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude plastered donkey heads.
Okay.
In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain.
Yeah, pretty suspiciously, I imagine.
Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are posted proclamations. They say, "Come one, come all, the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided, all will be well. The Baron."
Wait, Wolf's Head Jamboree? I thought it was the sun... whatever, Magog thing.
As you're thinking that, this is clearly out of date.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see that there is a big man walking around with two guards with him, with a big, misshapen right arm.
Oh, it's a fire
And
guy.
he's going from proclamation to proclamation and is ripping them down and putting up a new one.
Now, this statue of this man, is he moth-like?
No, he is not.
Well, why are we even here?
I'm gonna quickly go up to the man changing all the posters. I was like, "Oh, hello, excuse me, I am new in town."
You guys just stepped out of mine.
Oh boy.
You guys! I haven't done nothing. I'm trying to go to a toy shop.
This guy's gonna be like the fucking ninjas from Breath of the Wild.
He's gonna be the
Except
friggin'
it's that family that
Russian.
hates us.
He's Zangief.
Okay, what does he do?
You've made the DM have to sit there and go, okay, what does he do here?
Just pile drives her near into the ground. Swallowing all this up to her boots stayed up.
Well, it happens.
So, let's see here.
I thought you said there were no bird puns.
Some details here. Because there is specific things about this.
I walk up to this guy. I'm like, "Hey, what's this new festival about? We're new in town." He just stares at me like Vietnam.
Pulls a gun at your head. Go to it!
It's kind of like that. He sees you, and there's recognition in his eyes for some reason.
Oh.
Mhm.
And
Do I recognize him?
no, he's like, I have seen you in my,
Just like I remember you in my dreams.
That's exactly what he's saying. So
So wait, what does he say?
he's like, I've dreamed of you, stuff like that, and he,
I think you have a simper in you.
Thank you.
I think it's worse than that.
let's see here.
I hope these dreams are appropriate.
He reaches into his
Uh-oh.
bag
Uh-oh.
and pulls out what looks to be a doll that looks just like you.
Alright.
I think we just came across the guy who does voodoo. Don't know how to
That is nice.
What I love, I think, the most about all of this is the fact that this is like happening, and all of us are just like out the other side of the street watching.
He drops what he's doing. He's like, "You must come with me," and reaches to grab you. And,
Oh,
I take a step back. I'm like, oh, hold on. What are you doing? What is this? What?
you have to come with me to the Burgermaster's mansion. And he goes to grab you again.
I take another step back. I go, can I grab
At this
my
point, Lucian is
companions?
They are not needed. He says, come.
Not needed, but they are bodyguards.
I am approaching. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I kind of like wave everybody over.
I'll come over with the dog.
Everybody regroup. Ghost Recon Wildlands.
We all roll up. What's up?
Okay. We have been. I guess
as you all approach, and like he seems to be like a little bit like less eager to try to grab you and stuff like that. But he's like, "You must come to the mansion."
Okay. Is that it? I mean, I have not turned down a burgomaster's request. Let us go, I suppose.
He's not demanding. He you can tell he wants you to come right now. But
Yeah.
there's something really off about the way he's doing this. So, yeah, it's.
I mean, if you have an entire party of people.
What? Why so urgent?
You try to get him to actually like say, but he doesn't want to like actually like.
I'm
Give
gonna
information.
cast
Very-
detect thoughts.
Okay.
No.
Uh-oh. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
He has to make a save of Wisdom 13.
Okay.
Turns out he's a monk.
No. So he fails it. As you're thinking of his thoughts, he's thinking of her, but not exactly. He doesn't seem to be the smartest person or the most like aware. You get glimpses of him thinking in terms of different things. He clearly wants to take her and like possess her. It's a weird thing where he's like, not like possession, but like he's clearly had dreams about someone who looks very much like Rainier. And a couple of the glimpses that you get,
Third Strahd.
you're pretty certain that it's Irina Kolyana, the woman that was back in Barovia. And but you get a couple glimpses of like lots and lots of these dolls that are like in the same style and stuff like that. You can tell that he's clearly trying to get Rainier to come with him to his room at the Burgomaster's mansion where he's going to hold her captive. That's his plan.
Okay. I'm going to.
I mean, if the Burgomaster wants to see me, whatever, he can go.
I'm going to use my telepathic speech and tell all this to Rainier.
Okay.
Oh, a stalker. Okay. I mean, if he takes us to the Burgomaster's mansion, I'm just going to go to speak to the Burgomaster. I'm not going to go to this dude's room.
Yes. I just thought that was something you should know.
Yeah, I mean, I like this plan. We go to the Burgomaster's mansion, and I go, okay, Burgomaster, what did you want me for? And he'll go, I did not invite you. And then this guy will get, like, jailed or something for trying to kidnap a, like, royal.
Okay.
I slowly look back towards the toy shop, and a single tear runs down my cheek.
That we can't see because
Yeah, no one can see it.
We all feel it.
Yes.
Someone's crying in the party.
I'll sniff him out.
Sounds a bit sus
You
to
can't
me.
hear me cry.
The plot's keeping you waiting, huh?
No one can hear me
Played
cry.
us like a darn fiddle.
No, we go along.
All right. So, yeah, you walk through town and get to this mansion, and he ends the guard to lead you to the front door, and check the time out here.
This is gonna turn into an Island Duck in Monroe type thing.
Could turn into a haunted mansion.
I wish I understood that reference. I vaguely know of it, but I don't know much of it.
No, it's gonna turn into a Murder Who Done It episode where
The butler did it.
where you cast darkness and randomly shoot someone.
Except in this reality.
It's such a shame that isn't on podcast.
Except in this reality, I'm the one that gets shot.
Yes. Or Atlas. It was
No,
Heads.
no.
Two heads.
I'll have to spend an entire day to rebuild him.
At least you have schematics saved.
Yes.
Microsoft Word, copy paste.
Yeah.
So yeah, on your way, you pass by Blinsky's shop, which is to your left.
I tap the big guy on the shoulder. I go, can we take a stop at the toy shop for the children?
Oh yeah, the orphans are with us.
Oh yeah.
He clearly doesn't want to, but he looks at the place and then grunts and then is like, walks over to the shop.
Yay. I take the kids and the dog.
I think we all go into the toy shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
How wonderful is this as an artificer to walk into this place?
He is an artificer.
He might be.
so it's kind of a cramped shop with all you guys going in.
Including the
But there's
dog.
a dark entrance portico above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse with a B engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance are two arched lead frame windows, and through the dirty glass you can see jumbled displays of toys and hanging placards with the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky." You walk in, and
I don't know why, but something about this place makes me smile on the inside.
there is a heavy-set man with a moth-eaten jester's cap on, and
The look of joy on both Austin and Travis's face.
We both just made the pog face. Like,
Truly.
And on his shoulder is a monkey.
I love this shop already.
I'm very glad we came here.
And the monkey is wearing a custom-tailored ballerina tutu.
Oh.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah.
And you come in and Blinsky's like, "Welcome, friends, to the house of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a girl or boy."
The first line of that, yes, we have two actually.
And he looks at you, and he's like, and he looks at Izek, and he's like, and then he looks over, and there is a half-finished doll of you on the side, and he looks back, and he's like, "Oh, well, have a look around."
This is awkward.
I like pat the two children on the back. I go look at the toys.
And he's like, "Izek, if you would like to look in the back, I have some things completed for you. Go ahead. And Izek kind of nods and then looks at you and then walks towards the back. And as soon as the guy's through, as soon as he's through the door, Blinsky shuts the door a little bit and then immediately walks over and he's like, "I don't know who you are, but he is a madman. He is obsessed with this woman that he's making me make the dolls of."
Me?
Pretty close, yes.
I know.
Do not go with him. Do not go near any of his stuff. He is obsessed.
I mean,
Was anyone going to tell me that this was going on?
Hey,
it does not matter. We were just going to the Burgermaster's
Sorry,
house.
slipped my mind.
That would be
I
a
passed
terrible
it on
decision.
to Rainier.
I mean, we were
Okay.
going.
Telepathy.
If he tries to kidnap me, we
Okay,
were just
so
going to
important
fight him
part.
and kill him. We already cleared out the bone grinder mill. It's ours now.
Yes, with our prowess of combat, we bested them.
I mean, we did. That is true.
The Baron will side with him.
Oh,
Why? Why does he want her specifically? Just because she looks like some lady in a dream? I can relate a little bit. Except for me, it's a building.
I recognize that, you are close. Some of the details are not exact, but you do match some of the descriptions he's given for the inspiration for the dolls. But he has been forcing me to make them for quite a long time now. He threatens to burn down my shop if I don't.
Oh. Alright.
Izek does whatever he wants. He is the direct right-hand man of the Baron. And the Baron has excused many, many crimes of his. He's a murderer.
I mean, what if he gets murdered?
Well, then you'd have to deal with the Baron and the guards of the town and things like that. You would not be welcome in Vallaki.
Everybody here sucks.
And
But what if Strahd murdered him?
And I think you... Do not say that name.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
the look of just.
I've made a horrible decision.
Yeah. So, he
Well, what can we
explains
do?
as quickly as he can. His name is Izek Strasny. He's a murderer. And he's. He
He has the run of the
Children?
town.
children made fun of him because he was an orphan and was missing an arm at a certain time, but he just murdered them.
Oh.
And
Alright then.
so he was caught and brought to the Burgermaster, and the Burgermaster did not punish him and was like, "Hey, you're pardoned. You're with me now. You're my right-hand man."
What the fuck?
And so yeah, he's basically done whatever
Shut up.
he does whatever he wants. And after years of doing the Baron's dirty work and killing people who were too resistant and shoving people who disagreed and weren't happy enough in the town, because if they will, he explains a few things about the town. And he's talking fast because he doesn't think there's a whole lot of time. But let me get to some details here. So, the people in the town are not, like, voluntarily just all happy. The Baron is convinced that the key to keeping the Strahd out and keeping the mists at bay is just for everyone to be constantly happy and believe that all's going to be well. But he is a crazy man who is, forcing everyone into this first of all. That he stages repeated celebrations, and his "all will be well" catchphrase is like this punchline to a joke almost, the way things are. Honestly, Blinsky says he agrees that the happiness helps alleviate the problems of Barovia, and that's why he does what he does. But the reason people are in stocks in the town center is because they were guilty of, as the Baron said, aggressive unhappiness.
I don't think I like any place here except ours.
I mean, I don't really even like the windmill all that much, but...
Well, we cleaned it up.
Yeah, okay.
I prestidigitated all the blood away.
So, what do we do here?
I mean, I was thinking of just leading him out into a forest and leaving.
I don't think he's going to want to follow you as much as he wants you to follow him.
Well, I don't think he'll have a choice.
Could you use...
I think he can say, no, don't let them out, and shut the gates, and that sort of thing. He's got that kind of authority.
I mean, he may have that authority, but...
At the moment, he's allowing all of us to come, so... I feel like we're kind of in a... kind of got our hands tied here. I say we go as a group for as long as we can.
He says, I can tell that... Blinsky says, if you go circle around to the back, I'll tell him you left and went to the
Burgomaster?
No, he went ahead to the Burgomaster's mansion, and that you seemed in a rush. He says he can do that, and
well, I can cast Disguise Self on you, I think. Right? I can cast Disguise Self on someone else. I think it's just a willing creature.
You have to check on that, but
yeah, I'm checking.
It is so hard being royalty.
A lot of people are getting you confused for someone else. Maybe we should change, hair color or something. Just an idea.
I just glare at you.
It's just a thought.
No, we are not doing that.
Yeah, so,
I cannot.
do you guys leave and go around the building like Blinsky said?
Yeah.
Yes, I
I don't
suppose
see any
so.
reason not to.
So, you hide around the side of the building.
Before we do, I want to ask Blinsky, is, apart from just hiding around the building, is there a safe place to kind of, hold up for a minute? Not for, a day or anything like that, but just, a place where we can stand and talk without him.
Yeah, he says there's a shed out around the back that you just duck into, and you should be able to see out without being too visible.
Okay. So...
Yeah, Wick will watch the front door.
We'll head through there. I'll stop the bell as we leave. When we get to the shed, I'm going to start to talk to you about. I'll run to a general store or something and either get a cloak, at the very least, but I'll try and look for some armor.
One moment.
Well, I've got some money, so.
So, do you run around to the back?
Yeah, we'll head to the shed.
Yeah, so after a few minutes later, you see Izek come out of the front, look around, and then start stomping down the road, headed after where he was told you went.
I'm going back into Blinsky's. Okay, children, continue. Do you have a cloak for sale at all?
Here, take it. No charge.
Oh, thank you.
Hide yourself and be careful.
I'll put that on.
So, now that things are a bit more, less, tense, how can I help you? Is no fun, is no Blinsky.
Do you have a toy that is like the bone grinder mill?
A toy of the bone grinder mill?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I do not. I do have this ventriloquist dummy that looks like the Lord Strad von Zerovich, and he pulls up, and he's legitimately got a ventriloquist dummy that looks like Strad von Zerovich.
That is amazing.
How much is this?
9 silver.
I can't believe you do this.
We'll pool everything together and we'll see what the cost is at the end.
Yeah.
Also,
one of the things you got with Blinsky here is that this is way more reasonable in terms of prices and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it is now called the metal grinder mill.
Okay.
It's less morbid, and also we don't want to be associated with something called the bone grinder. Brandon. By the way, we are the Lost Seekers. That's our group name.
Literally anything that has mechanics to it, my hands are all over it. And
So, there is a doll which has a bunch of attachable heads that you can swap out.
Doulahan.
Kind of, but it like fits together pretty well. It's got an internal core spine that attaches to a little connector on the head.
Is there any magic involved in any of these toy makings?
None of this is magic. He's got a miniature gallows set with a weighted hanged man thing.
Cool.
He's got a set of wooden nesting dolls that are all different things. Lots of that sort of thing. He has a wood and string mobile of hanging bats that's got a little device that's a wind-up, and when it goes, the bats flap their wings going around.
Sick.
I take that too.
He has a wind-up musical merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves chasing children in place of prancing horses. That
reminds me of that house.
Yeah, all sorts of other stuff.
I'm gonna... how much is the bats and Strad?
9 copper for the bats, 9 silver for Strad.
This is a deal. I
also do custom toys. If you would like something made.
I would like things made of the new metal grinder mill.
Well,
do you want it to be functional?
How much would a functional one be?
Let's see. 9 silver.
Yes.
This is the problem with bringing a princess to a toy shop.
He pulls open a thing and he's like, let's come back a little bit later today to get the finished product, but
if we're alive,
don't
then.
take too long. He pulls open, he's got a cabinet next to him, and he opens it, and your eyes just dilate. There are every kind of gear, latch, device, anything you would use for any kind of clockwork type thing.
Just imagining this guy doing that one scene from Toy Story 2.
I have a little bit of a proposition, if you would be interested.
Sure, what is it?
I just want to see how much you think that our friend here could make. I want to see how good of a toy our friend here can make, and see what you would pay for the labor.
Me?
Yes. You made a gigantic wolf Gundam.
What's a Gundam?
It's Elvish.
The wolf can't quite fit in here, so it'd be standing outside or around the
Atlas, show him your heads.
So he looks, he's like, oh my! He stops, he's like, oh my goodness, what? He's fascinated by the clockwork and the chemicals and, and the stuff.
It is impressive, no?
It is very impressive. I've never seen anything like this.
I kind of want
This is the great Fritz von Weerg never even made anything like this. This is incredible.
I'm sorry, just the Wolf, pig, raven. not pig. Bear.
Wolf, bear, raven.
Wolf, bear, raven.
And he starts going over and he's like, I'm not too fond of the artistry, but it's the technique behind it. It is very incredible. And he's like, he's got his tools nearby. He's like, may I?
Yeah, yes,
He
please.
starts looking at He makes some slight changes to like improve the visual appearance, so it's a little less
Okay.
things. He's clearly a skilled taxidermist, and so some of the more like clearly dead looking parts of it, he just fixes up, and it now looks
Fix this eye, straighten them out so they're...
Now it's the Toy Story scene.
yeah. Except with blood.
Yeah.
So, would you mind if perhaps...
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, my friend took some of the toy parts and showed you what he can do, perhaps being paid for labor.
Sure.
I'll drop down my... I'll do the whole, like, I'll roll out my tools.
Feel free to use anything in the cabinet.
By the way, Sebastian will be... He's watching this happening, but he's also keeping an eye on the windows. Just keeping a watch.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Also, Wick
Like a
is
defibrillator?
at the very top of Blinsky's shop, keeping an eye out for the crazy dude.
Yeah, luckily this is a pretty big town,
Uh-huh.
so...
So it'd be an intelligence plus my proficiency?
Sorry, what was that? Yeah, intelligence check plus your proficiency.
What are the children doing?
Looking at all the toys.
What every kid in a toy shop does.
I'm gonna like go over and whatever they're like playing with and like fucking around with, I'm gonna start playing with them as well.
Okay.
How do you do, fellow kids?
How do you do? I'm a child at heart. Let's be honest.
That's my point.
How do you do?
Playing children, so I mean...
I'm gonna
I start like wooden sword fighting them.
use another mark on
It
this one.
escalates into actual sword fighting.
Oh shit, that was my real one.
Oh, whoops!
Sorry, that was my really sharp wooden sword.
Give someone a splinter with it.
Seems
20
a giant
total.
splinter.
What do you make?
Steampunk giraffe.
It's battle raft. It's a giraffe, but it's got spikes on its neck.
He's got like a mohawk or something.
I'll make one of those little water bird things.
No, wait. That's Now, hold on. Wait a minute. I think we're missing a golden opportunity here.
Alright.
You have a 20 total. Why would you not make a fucking Beyblade?
I want to, but I no.
You could go for a transformer. Just be like
A Beyblade transformer.
no, I was thinking more like the Beast Wars transformer. Like it's a
It's a Beyblade that transforms into Moses.
No, it's gotta be something clockwork,
I've seen that
right?
clip, right?
Yeah.
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 Sure.
sadly.
What do you mean, sadly? That is a cinematic masterpiece.
will make
It absolutely is.
I'll make a clockwork owl
Okay.
that like ticks and moves his head around, and it's like your owl. And he clicks like your owl too.
Just also like
Just as abruptly.
Now it's a smoother motion.
Damn.
It's like a garden sprinkler. Like
So yeah, he's like, this is very impressive. You are very skilled.
yes, I am. Thank you.
The only time I've ever heard of anything like this is, what is it?
Is that
Oh,
time
nice.
Strahd did?
No.
I've heard that somewhere in Castle Ravenloft there is a clockwork masterpiece made by the toy maker Fritz von Wien.
I don't remember who the guy that taught me artifacing was. I don't remember.
No,
Like, it was a long time ago.
that's yeah.
years gone by.
But yeah, it's yeah, he's super excited about this, and he's like, yeah, this is an amazing thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he says,
Teach me your ways. For basically as long as we can, I'm going to be here talking to him, nerding out about stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Clocks and gears and 24 tooth. Ah.
I'm playing with the children. What do they choose as their like final toy?
Sword and a shield and a Beyblade. Just to make you happy. No, a dual disc.
Oh my god.
But the OG ones, the ones that you throw onto the ground.
Yeah. My surrogate mother's deck has no bad cards.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, I became a dad to 2 kids in Star Wars. I became the leader of a gang of kids in Eberron. And now we're all gonna be parents to these children.
Just all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the girl picks up a little toy salamander.
Sick.
Nice. It's also a lighter.
Ooh.
It's carved from ivory, but it's still got that kind of like posability and stuff like that.
Cool.
He does a real good job of designing things that
I know
either
exactly how he did it.
click
Does
into place,
the ball joints and whatnot.
yeah, and lock and still be cool looking.
How much?
So I can buy it on the phone.
Oh, that's like
I should have made a bionicle.
5 silver.
5 silver?
Yeah.
Fucking connects.
What's the boy get?
There is a it's a unsharpened toy sword thing, but it's not like a sword. It's a balancing toy. And it's sort of like, you know those Japanese things with the ball on them that you got to flip up and
Yeah.
it's sort of like that, but it's just got the sword and it's got a little thing that you throw up and catch on the end of the sword. So it's like a little target. You flip it up and then you try to stab the little thing with the sword. And it sort of locks in and goes on the top. It does have a little bit of mechanism to it in that it latches on when it hits correctly.
Magnets. How do those work?
But yeah, that's another 5 silver.
Alright, I pay a gold for those and buy the children their toys. And I buy myself my toys.
There's no fun. There's nothing.
Okay.
So yeah,
This was good shop.
I give him my name. Oh, Lucas Godfrey. Here you go. You can put that little... he made this owl. You can sell it, too.
Oh, I don't think I'll sell this one. And he puts it up on a thing and stands and like, what, does it have a? How does it? Does it wind?
Well, it's
up?
like a watch. It just goes.
Okay, it would have to wind up or something.
Well, okay.
You have to have some sort of source of energy that way. Just a wind up spring would be.
Yeah.
You know, one of Seafest's nice people via scene. Are you evil secretly?
I'm not.
You're a little too
He
nice.
bursts out laughing. He's like, "I can definitely understand why you might think it's a possibility." And
I look around. I'm nice.
You did not count. You did not
You
come
say
from
that,
me.
and then just like all 3 of us collectively look at you, like,
Half of you's also evil, but you know.
I'm just doing the best I can.
This is good.
This place it's Barovia. I think that for all the problems that the Baron has, I think he's got the right idea with the potential of that the sorrow of Barovia is part of what keeps people here, part of the curse. So maybe we can bypass it in some way. And yes, and you know, the only paying customer who has set foot in my store recently is a visitor from a far-off land. His name is Rictavio, and he seemed to have no qualms. He was certain that he could leave easily when he wanted to. Yes, Rictavio. He gave me the monkey.
Oh,
What's the monkey's name?
Piccolo.
I love him. Hold on. And Wick flies in I like.
The monkey starts screeching at him. Like, crawls over on the other side.
And all of a sudden, like, Wake just goes.
Well, that did not work out as I planned, but whatever. And Wick flies back out. I'm like, alright, well, if you would like to have a place to stay that's not under the rule of the Baron or anything, just make your way over to the new metal grinder mill. And, yeah, you seem cool.
Well, he's like, well, my business is here, and as long as I am in the same, me and the Baron, our goals are mostly aligned, so he is happy to have me work here. And at the very least, it makes it easier for me to do so. But yes, if you happen to see Octavio, he's a half-elf bard. He is a wonderful man. He simply gave me the monkey because he felt that I was lonely here in this place. Yes, I gave him he picked out a Vistana doll when he left, and but yes, I saw he was parked. He had parked his cart at the stockyard, but I believe he is staying at the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, you were wondering about that cut? Oh, can I have one of those dolls that the creepy guy made of me?
Well, I have several. It's been a very strange thing because he only had vague descriptions, and so I did my best, and each time he would tell me, oh, no, not like this, like this. So I've gotten pretty good at making it. But I can tell that what he described to me, if I were to make a doll of you, it wouldn't be fitting his criteria. So I don't know if it is of you, necessarily.
I don't say,
I've done many sketches, and he pulls out. He's got lots of, like, at first it's like,
I know who it is.
Police stuff, but you can see that he's refined it over time.
Yeah.
And he's got, like, a perfect replica of Irina Kolyana.
Yeah. I know who it is, do you?
I do not. I've never seen the woman in my life.
Okay. You probably shouldn't. No.
That is a wise decision.
Yes.
I will keep my secrets as best I can, but
if I have one of the dolls, I go, haha, it looks like me. Can I have one?
Of course, here. And he hands you one of them.
I like this place. This is
pretty good.
Oh, wait. Do you have chess sets?
Actually, plenty of them, yes.
Fuck! The merchant in Barovia is a snake.
Is it better to go to a general store here to look for armor, or should we try and find some blacksmith?
I was looking for
Oh yeah, maybe we should buy some actual stuff.
Yes.
He's like, he pulls out a little note and writes and says, here, go back to the stockyard and give this note to the owners there. They normally, it's sort of there's a bit of a defense thing with the people in Barovia. We're most Barovians are very unfriendly towards strangers. But once they know you're okay and not part of, Strahd's big evil plan, they'll let you go.
Get all the look at Lucas.
But you have to earn their trust, and it is very difficult. I, of course, hold no prejudices against those who work for the lord of their land. I'm one of the few who has no problem with the Vistana, and so it's...
Lucas, can you make my hood do the thing like yours?
It'd take a bit, but I think so, maybe.
But yes,
I didn't fully do this one. I had help.
Now at the same time, old Bildrath over there, oh my gosh, he is the worst. I have not really had any direct stuff with him, but yes, he sells everything at 10 times the price. Bildrath Cantemir. For many people to discuss him, he is the worst. He utilizes the fact that people can't find anything anywhere else. But normally, even the stockyard will charge you at least 5 times the price for stuff if you're a stranger. This note, they'll know that you're good, and they'll
Thank
only
you.
charge you the regular. Although, depending on what you need, you may need to find a specialist of a blacksmith or someone like that. In that case, well, talk to them at the stockyard, and they'll give you some names quietly, because a lot of the workers don't like to be too open with what they're doing, just because things can happen.
Boy, I feel sorry for. I feel simultaneously sorry for everybody here, and not sorry for everybody here because they are assholes. But you're good.
It's not as all bad as that. Most of it is because everyone, if a stranger comes into town, 9 times out of 10 they're trying to, steal your soul or drink your blood, or so strangers tend to be kind of not happy with it. And so it's trusting strangers is dangerous, and it takes a lot to earn trust from Brovians.
Well, thank you for the choice.
No problem.
Children say thank you.
They say thank you.
Alright, now, I believe to the stockyard.
Yeah.
Thank you for the cloak.
No problem.
Thanks for the fun time.
I flip up the cloak.
So you have 2 options. You could work your way back to the stock room, but he does point out that just nearby, it's just up the road, is the Blue Water Inn, if you want to go there first.
What were the name of the kids?
Freak?
Freak Myrtle?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was sitting here
Myrtle.
trying to remember, what are these kids' names?
Freak and Moaning Myrtle.
Hey, over here, freak.
Right. Oh, yeah. Freak.
Would you like a different name?
It's just Freak. F-R-E-E-K.
Okay. Pat him on the head.
I will teach you my ways. You will create great things.
Yikes. Atlas behind. Sure. Okay.
I am living in suffering. I am an abomination.
Yes.
Damn right.
Yes. I mean, that's actually twofold. Like, his creation is an abomination, and he also is kind of an abomination because of what happened to him.
We'll go to the
Wow.
inn at the end, I
You're
think.
going to say that out loud to me?
No.
Okay, so you go to the stockhouse.
Yeah.
That's
Abomination is our word.
Yikes.
That's it. R is in mine and Strahd.
What is it wrong, though?
No.
I find it really funny, just a little segue. In Vampire the Masquerade, vampires bleed. Like, if they
They
cry,
cry.
They bleed.
Well, yeah, it's because they don't have any,
I know.
blood's
It's funny.
all they got. Vampires in Vampire the Masquerade are walking just sacks
Yeah.
filled with Kool-Aid. They're big Kool-Aid pouches.
At the end of a
Oh,
football,
yeah.
at the end of like the Super Bowl, you jump vampire over
Yeah, slit his throat. Whoa.
He gets up after that. Come
not,
on, guys.
Not at the end of the game, at the end of the crusade.
Yeah.
So, real quick, you get to the stockyard again, and you go in and you meet. There are 2 people in there, a man and a woman, a middle-aged married couple, Gunther and Yelena Arasek, and they have adventuring gear of anything from 25 gold or less. But after talking with them a little bit, you're able to. They have contacts with people who can get a hold of things that are more specialized, like if you need a sword made or armor or something like that. There are people who have stuff that.
I very much need armor. I'm gonna pull the hood down and give them the note and, go through all that. I'm gonna go. So, there has been many sets of plate armor that have been in the design of wolves and stuff like that. It looks very nice. How much would that be for the version that doesn't try to kill me?
So the first thing when it comes to making armor, for a full plate set of full plate, it'll take a couple months to make a custom set. So you're really just going to be buying a set that someone already has made that's just to be refitted for you.
Oh.
So, but yeah, it's the regular price of what armor would be. Okay.
Okay. How much is that? 1,500?
I think so.
I need some help with this money. I have 797 gold.
Trying to get a full set of.
Is there a cheaper type of armor that you could buy?
Because like
money for it though.
Full plate is like the most expensive.
Let me check. What's everybody else want to get though?
I have
Silver armor and
I have scale mail.
things.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if people want to buy some weapons with some silver
If I could
involved.
get anything that would like increase my AC that isn't like armor that I don't have, proficiency with,
I can
that'd
get
be cool.
splint mail. Okay, first I want.
You have a shield. Shield gets you some AC.
Does that qualify as armor?
Yeah. Well,
I don't have any
it's not armor. It's shield. It's just a shield.
Shields are a proficiency, though.
You have to have proficiency with shields.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I silver my rapier?
Yes. We can get that done.
How much?
Do you have nothing equipped?
I have. Yeah, I have nothing equipped.
Okay.
I just had my dagger and my crossbow.
Yeah. Well,
6 gold
it
to have
depends on
your,
whether or not he's proficient with it. If you go to the tab, you can filter by proficiency.
Alright, I get that silvered.
So
much
pick
is it?
common and then proficiency,
Silver weapon?
and it should give you a list of
Depends on what.
things that you could equip.
That would be 10.
Oh boy, one thing.
What's that?
Elven chain.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're a
Just
sorcerer,
change
there's
your-
not much you can do equipment-wise other than magic items to try to increase your
I
AC.
don't suppose they have any elven chain.
Not really, no.
Didn't think so.
I'm gonna go ahead and silver.
You want some dust of disappearance?
I haven't missed this though. Any like magic items that give me AC?
They exist, but let's see if anyone has it.
That's another thing, like to look around for magical items. I mean, we have a
Yeah.
residential.
Well, we don't. Just as a note, we don't have time for a full shopping
oh yeah,
trip.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want-
going through all the equipment and buying everything they need right now.
AC is kind
Yeah,
of important
That can mostly
for
be
me.
done outside of game, honestly. But
That's fine. I just want to make sure I had so much card I
If you could
use.
wear- I could help you, but you would need to be wearing armor for it to work. I could infuse, or I could give your armor a +1 to bone it, or +1 to AC to bone it. But it only works on armor.
I was looking to see if I could multi-class, but my stats are too low, and it would take me
Yeah,
a while to get
You're
there.
probably just gonna have to invest into some mage armor and stuff like that, spells to prep. And then apart from that, we're just gonna have to keep an eye on you.
This is what you rolled on. What magic items are here? Someone has an ion stone of protection.
Oh,
What? Ooh.
how much?
Let's find out real quick. It'll be a combination of what if they know what they have and. Just gonna do
So I
it.
assume I would know what that is.
You absolutely would.
So, like, please have a shield +1.
Well, that's not too crazy. I imagine you get at least one round.
Depends on how common magic items are.
Okay, so they don't know exactly what they have, so it's 100 gold.
Oh, you bet I'm buying that! Holy shit.
Let's check something else. protection is a +1 bonus to AC. It's Dusty Rose Prison.
Alright. That's exactly the kind of shit I...
Yeah, I just did a random generation of like what magic items are available right now, and there's a couple things. This is, just so you know, these are the things that are out there. In the town, there's a +1 Morning Star. Someone has.
Ooh.
There's someone who's got like a super nice +2 short bow. There's the Ironstone. There's a Lock of Trickery, which is... I'd have to look up specifically what it does. Someone has some oil of slipperiness, a potion of growth, potion of superior healing, and someone has a supposedly unbreakable arrow.
I'm gonna... Well, I guess I wouldn't need to buy it. I guess I would just need to look on the ground to find it. A wand that isn't a wand. Something wand-like that I can turn into a wand.
You can absolutely do that.
How much
You
is...
could buy something for like a cup of copper, or you could just find something. Depends on...
Buy something for a couple copper.
Okay.
How much is the +1 mace?
Expensive. It's uncommon, so it'll be 250 gold.
I buy it.
Okay. It's a +1 Morning Star.
5...
And real quick, is there anything you want? Anyone else?
Nothing that I can think of at the moment.
I would like my dagger silvered.
Okay. That's going to be like 2 gold.
The +1 Morning
I can't
Star,
really
do I need that silvered?
No.
Okay. No, not really. I can't think of anything at the moment, but I would like to at some point. Because all the stuff that I would probably want to buy is all just like...
Because, yeah, like again, we don't have time.
Junky
we
junk
gotta
stuff.
Finish this up. So
There's no magical items that I'm looking to buy, so I'll go through the list at
Yeah.
some point.
So yeah, anything else is generally going to be available. So yeah, after you've done your shopping, you head to the blue something. The Blue Water Inn. Is that where you go? Or are you going to do something else?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So, gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall.
Alright. Do they allow dogs?
This is my service animal.
He is.
He does the service.
Mm-hmm.
My mechanical support dog.
Yep.
So yeah,
He's very supportive with his 3 heads.
inside is a tap room, and
what he cries into.
yeah, there's a place for cloaks, there's, these alcoves, there's food, there's a bunch of people in there.
Oh, I put my cloak there.
Wolf hunters.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You guys not here.
And there is a
But what if he comes over here?
colorfully
What's
dressed
he gonna do? Drag me out?
half-elf bard who's standing at one end of the room, who's like regaling with the
Look, I'm like-
tavern patrons with stories that are so outrageous, barely believe.
I'm like
but yeah,
right
he claims
here on
he's
whether
talking
to kill
about.
him or not if he makes me do it. No, I was telling him.
So, yeah, there's this bard guy who's just telling stories and stuff like that, and he claims to be a carnival ringmaster from a distant land. He's been staying here for over a month. Yeah.
Master, you say? I'm gonna go say hello. Hello.
Says, "Oh, hello. How are you doing?"
I am alright. How are you?
And
I'm gonna go get a table.
Do you still have your hood up, right?
Yeah. In fact, not even Blinsky saw my face.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because you look like Strahd.
Mysterious man.
Serious amnesiac.
But yeah, he's like, "How are you doing?"
I'm alright. My name is Rainier. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Ricavio. I am a carnival ringmaster, a traveling circus performer.
This is very good. I am quite interested to see, and I have 2 children that also would like to see, most likely.
Wonderful. I have only stories right now. The carnival has been not active of late, but
Well, if you would wish to share the stories, we would be interested to hear.
sure. Who are all your friends?
Lucian Alzarius, Monster Hunter.
Smash it, bum.
Lucas Godfrey.
Lucas Godfrey, you say?
I do.
He says, wonderful. And he
Shoots him.
Atlas. Freak.
he's like, this is a wonderful construction here you have.
Yes, it is.
I'm very impressed.
These are 2 orphans that we just found. Freak and
Oh yes, have you heard of...
Myrtle, right? Okay, Myrtle.
Yeah, have you heard of the old bone grinder mill?
I have, in fact, yes.
Good, because erase that from your memory. It is now the new metal grinder mill under us.
Wonderful.
Yes, no more children's bones in that bone mill.
Well, that's certainly a good thing. And he's sort of like, he's very, not flamboyant, but he's very active in the way he moves around, and he's very charismatic and stuff like that.
Can't really turn my head without
Lucas.
turning my shoulders as well. Could you stay still?
You were getting a table, right?
Yeah,
So
I
you're
was trying
right by
to.
a table. He steps over by you for a second, by the table for a second, not like up close to you or something like that. But as he talks, he turns and stuff like that, and all of a sudden a card slips out in front of you. He is positioned perfectly so that he is in between that card and the rest of you. So you don't see this. Only Lucas does.
Okay. Can I see? Is it like a playing card?
No, it is like almost a business card type thing.
Okay, I'll take that.
It's got something written on it, and it says, "I've been waiting for you," and it's signed Rudolph van Richten.
Oh.
Okay.
On the other side, it has a time, and
We've heard Richten's name mentioned before, right?
Yes.
You know the name because that's the master who trained your friend in
Okay.
being a hunter of mysterious things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's also the master of Esmeralda the Avenir, who you guys met in the
Yeah, the one that told me.
yeah. And on the back is a time. That's some. It's like just after. It's a little bit after dusk, and it says at the wagon.
Okay.
And as soon as you read it, it just disappears in your hand.
Okay.
Do you know of the big guys that changes the posters? The right hand of the burger man?
As far as I know, his name
Burger
is
Man.
Isaac.
Yeah, that one. Does he frequent the spot?
I assume at some point, but he comes in occasionally.
That sucks.
He's probably not going to come here tonight. He's been busy and running all over town from what I understand.
Oh, good. Then I can drink in peace. Yeah, you want to share stories, share a drink?
Of course, it sounds wonderful. I will have to leave at a certain point, though, because I have to bring some food to my portly friend, the destitute toy maker. He works himself all too hard.
You're just there.
Blinsky?
Oh, yes.
Though he's not as destitute as before.
Oh, so you've given him some business, have you?
Yes, I quite enjoy his toys. Lucas here has actually made him a new one.
Oh, wonderful.
The little owl on the shelf.
So you guys start talking with Rictavio, and then a woman walks in the door, and she is wearing some traveling clothes, and she has very pale skin, but her hair is all bound up. It's red hair. It's sort of like done up really well, and she steps in and looks around, and you notice for a second who has the highest passive perception.
Probably not me.
Nope.
Hold on.
I think it might be you.
I think that's probably right.
It is 9 for me.
Hold on.
11.
13.
Passive perception, yes.
Yes.
13.
Okay, 13. Those of you who had the highest ones, you notice that she seems to be looking around for someone. Her eyes land on all of you, and
The Lost Seekers.
sort of like acknowledges and nods, not like to you, but it's like, okay, that's them, kind of like look, and then turns and walks back out.
I don't know. I'm still
We've
stuck
been
on
made.
this guy.
I flip a table over and pull out my gun.
And that's where we'll have to stop.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
Thank you guys for listening. If you like what we do, check out our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. Tell all your friends, by force if you have to.
Yes.
I finally got through a
Make
fucking
them
episode without like coughing and hacking and everything because I didn't like kill myself on a drink.
Yeah.
So like this is podcast history, to be
Truly.
honest.
Truly, this episode will go down in Action Economy history.
What?
This is true.
What? Also, thank you to Syrinscape.
Oh, yes.
yes, thank you for Syrinscape for the music and sound effects.
Sponsored by Syrinscape.
Sky
He's doing it on
Escape.
purpose now.
Yes, he is.
Well,
Just
this time.
and that's fine.
All right.
I am ancient. I am the land. Welcome to Barovia.